everyone, my name's Simon. I am the lead apps developer with Footballguys, and we're here for the Getting Started video on the League Dominator. So this is an app in the app stores, and it's also available online at league.footballguys.com. And we're going to start in the weekly rankings screen. If you don't have that, you can get it from under lineups and then week rankings. And this screen is just designed as an entry point just to give you PPR rankings or non-PPR rankings. And you can change those settings just up in the top left as I just did there. And we'll be able to see that if we go onto wide receivers. So this is non-PPR scoring. So you've got the guys at the top there on 12 points. And as soon as you go to PPR, switch back to wide receivers, you can see they're up to 19. So that's about 7 receptions for DeAndre Hopkins in week 1. So that's about what you'd expect. So this is cool. This is what most fantasy sites around the web offer. It's nice. You know, you get your rankings at each position. This League Dominator tool goes so much further, and we're going to go a step deeper into it with each of these videos. So the first thing we're going to cover in this video is just getting set up with your leagues instead of just using PPR or standard scoring, because again, that really can make a huge difference. A lot of people in quirky leagues with things like first down scoring, maybe you have 0.5 of a PPR, or maybe you have super flex and you want super flex rankings here as well. All kinds of different reasons why this is a really important thing to do. So to be able to go over to the edit league screen, you're going to click on the option there to bring up the list of leagues, and then you're going to hit edit your leagues. Alternatively, you can come into the menu here and hit your leagues. I've got one league at the moment in here, but we're just going to go through the process to add a Yahoo League. So I'm hitting Add Leagues top right there. Then I'm selecting Yahoo Sports, and I'm hitting the Login via Yahoo button. Just going through the sign-in process there. You just need to approve for us to have access to your information. Just fantasy sports information only there from Yahoo. We can then close that window down. And it's loaded my one league on Yahoo. I can then hit import. And then you just get a nice message there, and it says your 12-team league was imported successfully, and just gives you a summary, and there's nothing that we need to know extra on that. If you want to check, you can hit here, and there's a menu that comes up through which you can access the imported team scoring and lineup settings if you do want to double check any of that. And back now at the weekly ranking screen, that league has been imported there for us, and so this is a Superflex league, so it gives us the option there to see Superflex rankings for week 1 along with the other positions, and it's also just giving us a little warning there that league has not yet drafted. So let's switch to the one of these that has drafted, and we'll be able to see there the players that we own highlighted in yellow, and if you scroll down far enough you'll see free agents in blue. If you want to highlight any other teams, you can click on this Teams Fill button up in the top right-hand corner. On smaller devices like phones, you may need first to click into the settings option and then click on the highlight teams. But here on desktop, we've got it as a top level option. So we can just select different teams here, and you can see it's just going to highlight those teams for us in the list below. We've got some other options here under settings and projections. So we could filter down by game time. So if we, for instance, if we were after Thursday night football and you didn't want to see players from there anymore, you could just uncheck that box. I'm in the UK, which is that's when the night games kick off for us at 1:20 a.m. the next day. And you can also, if you wish, switch projectors there. So at the moment for week 1, we've got 2 sets of projections in. Sigmund Bloom's will come in closer to the start date for week 1 too. And you can just click there, and now it will show you rankings just for David, or click there and it will now show you rankings for Moral. And you can do the same thing for place kickers, team defenses, and IDP. So those are the basics for the weekly ranking screen. In the next video, we're going to get stuck into the matchup dominator, which is really the next level here to start optimizing, not just for scoring the most points, but to optimize to beat your opponent, which is really what you want to be doing every week of the fantasy football season. So make sure to check that one out.